Wanjiku on this piece of land, she doesn't know what varieties of crop to produce for the market. Wanjiku on this piece of land, even if she had the varieties, the inputs that are required to realize the desired quality that will fetch her the quality, the price of the market, she doesn't know them, okay? Wanjiku, if she were to produce anything and something is left after she has fed her family, she would need to store. But does she have the storage facilities to preserve the quality of her commodity so that she can get them to the market in good quality? No. Okay? So that is the scenario of Wanjiku. We want to see Wanjiku's life transformed so that she can have profitable farming. You may want to ask yourself, so why is Wanjiku not getting her produce to the market? Or why is Wanjiku not having profitable farming? The reason is some of the technologies that would get Wanjiku to where we want her are available, are there, they're present, but Wanjiku is not using them, okay? Take, for example, I said here that preserving quality or storage technologies that will preserve quality of produce that is harvested exist. For example, the technologies we're talking about is PICS bags. I don't know if anybody has heard of PICS bags. PICS bags are bags that are used to preserve grains. We have the cool boot that will handle her deterioration of the perishable commodities, for example, the fruits and vegetables. We have a whole lot of other technology like metal silos. They exist. They have been tested in incubation labs by the researchers. They are there. They have worked in other areas, but Wanjiku does not know. Either she doesn't know about them or she cannot afford them. With your support, we can have our factories local so that the production is near the farmers. That reduces the cost of the technology, so that then Wanjiku can be able to access these technologies. If you could partner with us as we desire, then we will see the services that would help Wanjiku improve her production here. Like I said, some of the problems that lead to poor quality is because Wanjiku doesn't have the right varieties, okay? Wanjiku does not have the right inputs for production. So why is part of the training that we want to do is to get the services, the training services to Wanjiku. Wanjiku can know how to produce well, how to handle their produce after harvesting. Wanjiku can have access to seeds, quality seeds to produce quality produce. We need partners also who can help us in advocacy, okay? Because yes, awareness can be done by extension, but we know we have NGOs, CBOs that would help us in advocacy. We want to see Wanjiku, we want Wanjiku and the researchers to get Wanjiku to actually demonstrate that this technology works. Wanjiku can be seen here trying out some of these PICS bags because, like you said, farmers, until they know it works, they will not adapt it. So what do we see in the intermediate intermediary benefits for Wanjiku? With her having known what is in existence, what is available, what can transform her farming, we can see Wanjiku now does not have to depend on borrowed seed. Yes, Wanjiku can afford seed and produce quality produce. Yes, we're seeing in the intermediary, we're seeing policy reform, because one of the things we're looking at that is making the private sector not invest in this technology is that the policy does not favor private sector. We want to see private sector friendly policies. For example, zero rating of some of these inputs. Okay, like when we're importing the technologies, they can be zero rated so that they don't have to pay high taxes, which eventually transforms to high prices for Wanjiku. So we want to see policy reforms. We want to see Wanjiku being able to bank, the banks being able to invest, to lend Wanjiku money because they know that she can actually produce and sell and pay off the loans, okay? Even if you were to do all these things and Wanjiku has produced good quality and the roads are not there, this produce will be wasted during transportation. So we want to see government intervention so that we see good infrastructure, roads, so that when we have done everything to help Wanjiku produce well, they don't lose it during transportation. This is the dream I have for Wanjiku. From this scenario where Wanjiku can barely feed herself and her children, Wanjiku can barely take her kids to school. We want to see a Wanjiku whose life is transformed from a poor farmer to a farmer who is in charge of her business. We want to see Wanjiku who is able to feed herself, feed and meet the nutritional needs of her family. Wanjiku, who can sit and relax with her family and watch TV like the rest of us. We want to see Wanjiku, who is able to harvest water and do high value production high value agricultural production. We want to see Wanjiku who can actually store her excess produce, which she can feed herself when the produce is not in season, and she can actually sell her produce when the prices are good and fetch a good price that will transform her life. That is the dream I have for Wanjiku. I dare to dream for Wanjiku, and like our famous actor said, Wanjiku's dreams are valid. And you as the partner, as our partner, I say, if you just pinch your purse a little bit, we will transform the life of Wanjiku. Thank you.